showtime.
We'll take you there. Yes, we will. Everybody, welcome to the show. If you are new to the channel, I am your host, Robert, a.k.a. The Tall Man. This is my lovely wife, Lisa, and co-host, a.k.a. Mrs. Tall Man. Well, not that anyone calls her that. We are literally coming to you live right now from the Utopia of the Seas. There is the look right outside of our cabin. We have a promenade view inside cabin, and that is what's going on the ship right now from the promenade. So welcome, welcome, welcome. We are glad to see everybody here. Thank you all so much for coming. Tonight we're going to talk about Deck 16, as well as all the rest of the happenings in the past 24 hours. We've managed to sneak in 2 shows between last night and today, and all kinds of other things. So hopefully you will stick around. All right, so before we get to Deck 16, shall we say hello to everybody?
Let's do it.
Hello, Mama Tall Man. Hopefully you got some relaxed time today. Yes, we did.
Yes.
Macrina gonna catch the replay at a fight and a hockey game broke out.
Oh my goodness. And thank you for the thumbs up.
Thank you for the thumbs up. It is Saturday night. Hello, TMC.
Hi, Patricia.
Hello, Patricia. And hello, Blake. How are you, buddy?
Hi, Blake.
How are
Hi,
you
Alyssa.
doing? What are you up so late? Hey, Chris, how are you doing? Bev, hello, welcome. Good Saturday to everybody, and you as well. Glad you're having your popcorn. We got some chips.
We do.
We got Lisa found some Lay's.
I did.
Good evening, Gina. Alyssa, yes, the duck was reading a book.
Yes.
I'm 6'4". Drink. Cheers. Yeah. Y'all, it's just a thing. Go with it. ELO, is that Electric Light Orchestra? Yeah, no. Beautiful promenade. Yes, it is. Shane, good evening to you and everyone else. Lido Life, howdy. How you doing? Happy Saturday to you, Lido Life.
Yes.
But tonight it's not Lido Life, it's Promenade Life. That's what it is tonight. So, and Dr. Shree, hello to you as well. All right, so that is that. Shall we get to Deck 16 and then we can get to all the rest of the fun stuff?
Let's do it.
Before we do, we're on this ship for one more night, Utopia of the Seas. It's only a couple months old. If you're watching us live and have a question about the Utopia of the Seas, just write the word question and type it into the chat. If we don't already know the answer, we will find out tonight and get it to you in tomorrow night's broadcast. If you are watching the replay, Macrina, just leave your question in the comments because we do answer all of our questions. Of course, please consider subscribing to the channel, hitting that thumbs up button, all that stuff. It does really help with the channel, and we would love to have you part of the Tall Man Clan. Okay, now that all that PSA stuff is done, let's get to Deck 16.
All right.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Today, Lisa and I, we are on the Utopia of the Seas. We are up here on Deck 16. We're getting up there pretty high now. We're going to show you all the fun things there is to do on Deck 16. And as you can see, we are in the very front of the ship. And so first, let's go look at Hooked, which is this ship's specialty restaurant, especially for seafood. That's the name, Hooked. Hello, how are you today? All right, so this is really, I think, well decorated, very nautical with all the colors. You know, the only thing that I think I would like to see, honestly, it's a small, strange little thing. Instead of tile, if that was all wrapped in rope. I don't know why that just stuck out to me, but there's a cool little bar here. And remember, specialty restaurant, so you'll have to make a reservation. But if you're into seafood, this is a place to come. And it does overlook the Solarium Bistro. There is also access to the outside from here as well as on the other side, but we're just going to go out the way that we came in. Thank you. Have a great day. You do the same. Let us know if you've gone to Hooked before and if you enjoyed it. All right, so that's the elevators right where we started. You can see the stairs end up here on Deck 16. So when we were inside of Hooked, there was a door I told you could come out. So this is where this leads to.
towards the front of the ship. Just below us is the Vibe Bar. There was a lot more available chairs up here yesterday than down there. Do you want to rent one of the cabanas? The casitas? You can do that. They have different costs based upon whether it's a sea day or a port day. There's something up there called the patio to hang out for the 13 to 17-year-olds up there. A great overlook of all the activities down there. Oh, I just missed a bucket drop. Now we'll go that way in just a minute. You can cross over here in sort of the middle. I call this the middle of the ship. There's a slight little ramp here. There's a bar up here. And also where you check in the casitas, right here. For the sail away party and stuff. DJs and bands are up there. And all the party happened sort of around here. I always found it a little challenging on the Oasis class ships on the sail away party because it's not cohesive. There's some party here, it just doesn't seem to be together. Obviously, because there's a big hole in the middle of the ship. But they crank it up, let me tell you. Hopefully that made sense. They put lime in the coconut. The backside of the big anchor. Here's the top side of all that stadium sort of seating or loungers. Sit here and watch the movies. That's a great spot to watch the movies. Here's where you get into that. They call it a plunge pool, but it's a hot tub. I think it's a hot tub. Right, this is that really tall thing. Yep. And the same on the other side. Men's room on this side. Remember, ladies' room on the other. This is the entrance to the elevators. But we're not going there. We're going further to the back. Or you can get to the elevators this way. Actually, we should probably go in here because this is one of the kids' areas. This is for the 13 to 17-year-olds. So we're not going to go in there. Okay, it's called the Social 100. We'll go back out and around in just a minute. There's always stuff inside that we want to see as well. Here's the stairs and elevators get up to the suites up in 17 and 18. Okay, that's it for this side, so there's nothing hidden other than the Social 100. Very large kids areas on the ship. Obviously, it's a big ship, so everything's big. All right, so we have ping pong tables on this side. And a massive full-size basketball court Right now they're playing pickleball. We're making some announcements.
All right, so here's your flow rider. Those are crew steps. But you can sit over here as well and watch.
This gentleman seems to have it down pretty good so far. Over here is where you enter the zip line. We watched some people do the zip line. There is a height requirement, 52 inches to do the zip line. And it starts up there. You zip all the way down there. Yeah. So we were on the outside there. You can walk down the steps and come around. We're just sort of going to cheat just a little bit. Come down this way. We would have come down that ramp. Okay. So we are at Perfect Day at Coco Cay today. Pretty decent size island. For some reason, I don't remember or having this be an actual island. I thought it was a piece of land carved out of something else, but it is not. It does seem like there's some infrastructure back there, but I believe that's just to keep the actual island operational. All right, so this is a private island, truly. Interestingly enough, though, it's smashed in and around a bunch of other private islands. NCL is, I forget what side, they're right over here. Well, I'm sure we'll see that here in just a minute. So, shaved ice here at the Wipeout Bar. All right, here you go, your flavors. $6 for small, $9 for large. Each topping's 50 cents.
$14 for the boozy alcohol one.
Yes. Here is the other side of Playscape. We showed you that from the back side of the Windjammer when we went out there on deck 15. So here's the top area of that. And of course there's more up there, which we'll go up to here in just a minute. Just another look at Perfect Day at Coco Cay. That's awesome. There's a bunch of jet skiers. Love the balloon. It's a pretty decent sized water park. Nice. All right, so let's go back up. So up here is your putt-putt. All decorated nice. Love the theming. Back here is El Loco Fresh and the Cantina Fresca. Another drink station. Tacos, quesadillas, burritos. Ooh, they have an El Machino.
Oh, nice.
That's years ago at it was a restaurant called Chevy's.
Yeah.
They make their tortillas fresh and they call their machine El Machino. All right, so for all your arcade lovers, here we are. Arcade. Wave your hand, in you go. Interestingly enough, for the scale and size of this ship, I feel the arcade is a little bit on the small side. Again, it's a decent size. I just think it's a little small. There are also some video games, old school video games downstairs in the sports bar off of the boardwalk. I love this take on air hockey. It's not flat, it's sort of curved. Traditional air hockey. Here's your prize hub. All kinds of different prizes ranging from 10,000 on down. Those are the smaller prizes. Here are some of the mid-sized prizes. Here's the big one, 10,000 Bluetooth speaker, JBL, old and handheld video game. There is your arcade. We haven't gotten back here to El Loco freshly, so we got to do that too.
We sure do.
There's so much we haven't gotten to. This ship, I don't know how anybody can see it all in 4 days. We've booked it back to back just to have enough time to try to get a good bit of it in. So if you remember when we were over there, I was pointing up here. So this is sort of the stage area for the bands, the DJs, stuff right here. Couple more casitas. Entrance to that other plunge, they call it a plunge pool. I call it a hot tub. They do have a chairlift, so if you have mobility challenges, you can use it as well. Couple more casitas. You're looking full on slides. You know what's real neat? Next to us today is the Allure of the Seas. And because of how the ships are designed with a couple of these bows, I swear you could almost jump over there, right?
Almost.
Almost. So yeah, that's the Allure of the Seas next to us. Older version of this class. See, like the Sky Bar, a little bit on the small side. So they've learned a lot of things along the way. And this is the newest adaptation of the Oasis class ships. That is it, y'all. We have come 360. We walk up there, and that's the sliding door into Hooked. That's exactly where we started. And the elevators on the other side. So I want to hear what your favorite part of Deck 16 is. Is it Hooked? Or is it the arcade in the back? Or everything in between? Let us know. Until we see you on another ship or another deck. Be safe.
Our computer's been challenging this past week.
It wants a vacation from the vacation.
I think so.
So there's your Deck 16, everybody. If you join us late, we are live right now on the Utopia of the Seas. We pre-recorded the deck tour. In fact, here, look, that's a look right outside of our cabin right now. We pre-record all the deck tours that we show you because there's music playing everywhere, and YouTube doesn't like the music, and we get in trouble. So we pre-record the tour, and then we strip out all the music and put in our own little background music there, so at least there's no dead space. And yeah, so that's why we do it that way. When we first started the channel, we used to just turn it on and walk around with our camera, and then man, did we get in trouble?
Yeah, we did.
We just got in so much trouble.
Yeah, we did.
Anyway, but yeah, we are 100% live right now here on the Utopia of the Seas. So let's go back and catch up. Let's see. I think we saw Dr. Cherie last, right?
Yeah. Hi.
Hello, Justina. Welcome.
Hi.
Texas, true Texas girl.
Hi.
Desiree, hello there. How are you tonight, Desiree? Bev has a question.
All right.
That screen is a long way away from anywhere. Is the sound only broadcast over the loudspeakers, or could you maybe listen via headphones and or app? To be honest with you, I don't have an answer about the headphones or the app, but I can tell you the audio is well distributed around Deck 15 and 16.
And it's
You can hear it in your cabin.
yeah.
You won't have any problems hearing it. I promise you. And it's crystal clear.
Yeah. The speaker system on the ship is incredible.
It really is.
Yeah.
It absolutely. So we'll ask, but again, I don't think it's going to work on the app or just like headphones. So anyway, question: did you hear "Lovely Day" this time? No, we did not hear "Lovely Day" this time. Allure is the OG. Yes. Chris, such a beautiful brand new ship. So nice. It really is, man. It's just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. It is.
100%. They're just, all the, interestingly enough, and this is just my observation. I could be right, I could be wrong, but I was talking with Lisa about this. I don't think it was today. I think it was yesterday. The public areas are just like decor to the nines. I mean, just, it seems like no expense spared. It looks amazing. The cabins, however, seem to be very, very basic and I don't want to say blah, but just not a lot of money. I don't know how else to explain it to you. Like if you were looking at, the promenade cam, right? I mean, all the little areas they have are very well themed, right? It looks great and just all the decor and stuff, but the cabins look a little more sparse. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, you do have some artwork and a mirror and things, but it is very basic furniture that is in here.
Even the suites.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just very basic. I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's just, it's
just an observation.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, but yeah, beautiful ship, really.
Yeah.
I'm a Tall Man says, Dad and I were on the Allure. Yes, you were. We were supposed to be with you, and we had to cancel. Glad you enjoyed our family cruise without us. We liked it even though we thought it was huge. Yes, it is huge. Hello, Ozon. How are you doing?
That was on.
Chris says, Miss Linda, the Allure is one of my favorite ships. Special place in his heart. Yep. Justina says, I like it all. The pool area looked nice. Since it was port day, not too busy. Oh, let me tell you, you want to enjoy this ship? Don't go to Coco Cay. Stay on the ship.
That's the only time that
Yeah.
it's actually there's space, that there aren't people around.
Yeah. Like today in Nassau, only a handful of people get off here in Nassau.
Yeah.
So the ship is still quite
Very
crowded.
full, yes.
And there's still a party going on here too, right? And stuff. But in Coco Cay, it's going to be
The
just
opposite.
calm and quiet. The
Yeah.
party is on the island, and there's just few people on the ship. But everything from an experience aspect is open, meaning the water slides are open, the rock climbing walls are open, the pools are open. Everything's open. The shops are not open, though.
Right.
But other than the shops, probably the casino. We didn't look in the casino, but, the deck 15, 16, 17-ish areas, they're all open and functioning, and they're empty.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's when we would recommend to people to enjoy the ship. Excuse me. Bev says, I would agree with blah. A little color on the walls would make a lot of difference. Yeah, and I know the camera's just looking here, but here, look, we've just, I mean, we can. Y'all probably saw the views yesterday and all the cabins. It's
very beige.
Yeah, it's not a good thing or a bad thing. It's just a thing. We just sort of noticed that it's a. No, dude, I should have this on full screen if we're doing it that. You can't see any of that. Sorry. As the camera goes by, bathroom door there. There's your door to get out. But yeah, it's very beige, right? Maybe they keep it that way so it's easier to upgrade, and do something different in the future. Oh, look. Nice.
Our little puppy dog's holding our remote.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, just, sort of basic. Not a good thing or a bad thing, just a thing. There we go. We're a little high. There we go. Okay, we're back. Hi. All right, back to the promenade because you don't want to see his full face anyway.
Nope.
Everybody wants to see what's going on down there. Speaking of which, after last night when we left, I got everything set up. I left the camera set up. I was going to record the whole, midnight balloon drop and all that stuff. Well, I guess the midnight balloon drop thing doesn't happen at midnight because
we turned the recording on and we didn't catch a balloon drop.
No, nothing happened.
No.
At midnight, the music stopped. So maybe it happened at 11, but it wasn't midnight.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Ozan is sending us greetings from Turkey.
I love it.
Hello,
Thank you.
welcome. Bev says the rest of the ship is nice and colorful. Oh, absolutely,
Yes.
It really is. Especially you see a lot of drone shots from above the ship. Man, there's so much color up on the top decks.
Yes.
It's crazy,
Yes.
crazy. Yep. I'm gonna get you in the coastal kitchen one day. Okay, cool.
Sweet.
We're good with that.
Yeah.
Hello, Tom. Who won? Where did you go? Peach, bull, both. That's tomorrow. That's tomorrow.
Yeah, we
Today was
were
the
mistaken
Yeah.
when we said that we would be at Coco Cay today. We were in the Bahamas.
It's
today.
tomorrow.
Yeah, sorry, we were wrong.
So we'll let you know who wins tomorrow. Hello, Valerie. Welcome. Good to see you.
Hi.
Mama Tallman says, looks like a hospital room.
Thank you. Oh.
Well, I might not go that far, but I can see what you're saying.
Yeah, I get that too.
Yeah.
I never thought of it until you
No,
mentioned it, but
it is very antiseptic looking.
it is, yeah.
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 Love the pillows. Love the pillows. Okay, so last night, as soon as we finished the stream and turned it all off, we went to see the Aqua show in the back.
Yes.
Which is called 80-something 2.
Let's see what it is
it's
called.
listed on that paper if you
All
can't
right,
find
well,
it.
Let's get the paper then, because
2 as in TOO, not 2. As we wiggle the light. Yeah, Aqua 82. So Aqua, the number 80, and TOO. Aqua 82.
Also.
Yeah. I guess it would be easier for me to explain like this. I very rarely, watching any entertainment on a ship, end up on my feet when they're done. Only because, as I've explained to you before, being the musician that I am and have some producing behind me just a little bit, everything, and I hate it, but I'm hypercritical about it. I'm watching this and watching that, and it just, oh, God, sometimes it's frustrating because I just can't turn that off. I was on my feet. There's nothing that I could say about that show other than bravo.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
That show was absolutely fantastic.
Flawless.
Yeah.
I would book an Aqua Suite just to sit up there and watch that show every time it goes on.
Came on. Yeah.
Just fantastic.
The talent and the skills of these young people, not to mention that, the rhythm. They can dance, too.
The music score was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Just everything about it was absolutely phenomenal.
And there were no boring sections. We've seen other shows where, they do a certain skill set and they do it repeatedly until you're kind of bored with it. There was none of that. They were changing things up and just the whole time, and people are coming from all different places, and Yeah, I
Fantastic.
had to pick my jaw up off the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you are scheduling to come onto the Utopia of the Seas at any time in the near future, man, make your way down to the box office immediately boarding the ship and book or you have to make reservations, guys.
Yes.
If you do not make reservations, you will not. Oh no! Look at that. Interesting, right? There's two of us.
Oh, there are two of us.
You won't get to see the show.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to make reservations.
And
okay?
it is a water show, so if you're daring enough to go up to the very front, you might want to bring a towel or a raincoat or something.
They stash towels for the first 2 or 3 rows.
Okay.
There's towels rolled up down there.
Okay.
Oh, you will be wet.
You will need them because they are splashing in the water and they are having fun.
Oh, and they're purposely
They're
splashing the
purposely
first couple of rows.
splashing
Yeah.
you.
It's into the choreography, believe it or not, of how
It
they're dancing,
is.
but they are
They
pushing
are
the
definitely
water.
kicking and splashing towards you.
So sit 4th row back if you don't want to be that wet. But yeah, utterly just
Fantastic.
mind-blowing good.
Yeah.
Even better than we've seen the show before, not that show, but other iterations of
water
it
shows, yeah.
on the other Oasis class ships, and they're using the same skill sets, meaning they have the slack line, they have the trampoline thingy, and it's just. But it's how you tie it all together.
It is. It's
That's-
the choreography. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the music score and how it all transitions from one to another.
And the music is completely different. This was, all stuff I grew up listening
Yeah.
to. So, of course, I loved it.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
and just very well put together.
Yeah.
So we'll skip ahead to the show that we just finished watching, which was the All In signature production show.
Mm-hmm.
All out, everybody, get out. That was bad. Man, there was nothing about that show I enjoyed whatsoever.
Now, remember, this is the critic speaking.
Yeah, you had a bunch of
There were things that I noticed about it as well.
yeah.
You
Just,
want to start with what you observed?
I'll start
or
with the
do you
good
want me to
stuff
start?
first. I'll start with
Okay.
the good stuff
Okay.
first. First of all, massive cast. There's got to be nearly 20 dancers and 5 singers. Huge cast.
Okay.
In fact, it's so big, both of our comments were they could probably stand to lose, 4 to 6 dancers. There's actually too many. But there's a bunch of dancers. The tech looks great. They got lasers going on and a bunch of things and a few set pieces coming and going. That's pretty good. All the graphics tie in and the lighting, all that was really good. But basically, it's really bad versions of some songs you'll know. And it's weird. I don't know. It doesn't flow. And that cast, by the way, incredibly talented. Singers were phenomenal. The dancers were great. I mean, really, they had the specialty people doing spinning and all the different things.
The talent was there.
Talent was amazing, but whoever designed the show, came up with the concept of the show, directed and executed such show. Yet we just didn't find that show one bit exciting at all.
Yeah. For me, there were so many dancers on the stage. And Robert watches a lot of these dance competitions where you learn the steps and everybody gets out there and performs them. And some are performing them better than others or more enthusiastically than others. And there was a lot of that. There were some people that were just into it, and there were others that were just like doing the motions, and that was it. And I think that's kind of where my feeling of having too many dancers on stage came from. I feel like they could thin it out and have the more enthusiastic ones or the ones that were,
Doing what they were
performing.
supposed to do, show up and do your job.
Yes.
And I know that sounds harsh, but from an entertainment standpoint, it's very simple. You are only as good as your last performance. You may do that show day in and day out and day in and day out, and it gets to become, stale old crackers to you. But the people sitting in the audience, they've never seen it before. It's their very first time. And so you have to take the stage every single day, every single night, whenever the show is day or night, and portray to the audience that this is the first time you're doing it as well with that same sort of enthusiasm. And if you don't, it shows, and that's what Lisa was seeing tonight, a little bit of lackluster
Yes.
going on there.
And then the other thing for me that I noticed, the title All In. I mean, it sounds like it's going to be a killer show, and you go out there and it's like Robert said, there's like no flow to it. They would do bits and pieces of one song and what do you call it? Sampling, when you take music and you change the lyrics, but you use. They were blending like 3 different songs, and so you had one vocalist doing this line from this song and another vocalist doing that line from another. It was just kind of strange. The vocalist nailed it.
Vocalists were fantastic.
Yeah, they were.
Like,
It
talent was amazing.
weird. Yeah, the talent was there.
Just put them in a better show.
Yeah, it was just a very strange.
Take this cast
show.
as a whole, all of them. Just put them into another show. It'll be fantastic.
So I mean,
just
I
our
guess
opinions,
that's our opinions. You know, if you don't mind, you know, those few little things, then you will love the show because, like we both said, the talent is amazing.
There were a couple times, and I don't feel it was just us, because there was a couple times when something would end, and there was just a smattering of clapping. It wasn't like, it was like, and then the next thing, I was like, ooh, okay, it's not just us.
The songs that they didn't doctor up too much, that we all knew and loved, everybody was like, yeah! But the other ones, it was definitely thin applause.
The featured dancers got good applause.
Yeah.
You know, it's doing the aerobatic stuff and all that stuff. So.
Yes.
So, yeah, we, Royal Caribbean, we'd like our 45 minutes back.
It wasn't that bad. I did enjoy it. You know, we've said over and over again, you don't want to sit next to him during a production
Hey,
show.
I said nothing. I just said, I said nothing, did I?
No, you didn't.
I just
You just
sat
sat there and went,
Not really. It was more like, really, it's
you don't want to sit next to him during a production
painful.
show. You just don't.
really bad. I was going to say something. Oh, by the way, don't sit in the balcony.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
The seating in the balcony is, first of all, the seating is incredibly comfortable.
it is.
They're at a slight recline and they're well padded. I mean, really comfortable seats. But at the front edge of the balcony, it's solid wood, and then there's the wooden rail that goes around. And at least the first 3 or 4 rows, you literally have to sit all the way up so that you can see, because of course people in the front row are sitting up.
Yeah.
That means people in the second. It's uncomfortable. So we would
Yeah.
recommend going down onto the onto deck 4.
Yes.
Stay out of the
because
balcony.
the balcony, and I feel like because the seats are reclining, you're leaning back like this, which is very comfortable, but you can't see the show, so you literally and the seats are contoured as well, so you have the thigh support and then it dips down where your rear end is, so you literally have to sit on the part where your thigh would go, and you have nothing, and you're just like leaning.
It was a comfortable seat when you're sitting like I'm sitting
But
now.
when you're trying to watch the show, not so
But
much.
you got to be more like that. Yeah.
Yeah, not so much.
Yeah, so go downstairs.
They totally. I mean, it's a beautiful theater, but wow, what a waste of the first 3 rows in that balcony.
Yeah, all the way around.
Yeah, and there was barely anybody sitting in there. There were like kids that were on their knees that were leaning up like this.
We got there
but
early.
the adults were all up in the upper seats.
Yeah, we got there early, and it was funny to watch how many people go down sitting there,
and get up and leave.
kind of do one of these things, and then get up and walk away.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, but I did manage to. Here we go. Here, hang on. Let's see here. What? You know, my face is right here. You could open up phone. All the technology. I did manage to actually video the entire show.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I'm gonna post that or where. I can't put it on YouTube, that's for sure.
Do you think we could put that on Patreon for the Patreon?
I might be able to put it on Patreon. Yeah, because that would be okay.
Yeah. If we could do that, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Chris says, you'd love the Oasis of the Seas Aqua show. I'll be honest, I love all the Aqua shows.
Yeah.
I
there
mean,
isn't an aqua show I wouldn't
No.
like.
The one we saw in the symphony, it had the taiko drums in it, was more of a, Chinese, Asian sort of theme. Again, amazingly well done. This was just a couple of notches better. And some of it, to be honest, I feel look, the ship's only a couple months old, guys, right? And I feel that the casts that we saw, at least for the water show, could be for the other show too. It's just, in my opinion, a bad show, but it's still probably the first cast,
The opening cast.
the opening cast, and so they are a well-honed machine right now.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal.
They
So,
are in time. I mean, if you've got two people diving and they're flipping and it's
yeah,
they are perfect.
yeah. I videoed that too, but
Yeah.
I had in my hand. I didn't have my gimbal that time, but yeah, Chris, I agree. We would love it.
Yeah.
Put us on any Oasis class ship. We're going to enjoy the Aqua show, and it's usually the first show we make sure that we get to see.
It is without a doubt,
Yeah.
and I would recommend that to anybody out there. If you are on any of the Oasis class ships, you have to see one of the Aqua shows.
Yeah, watching the production show tonight in the theater, it hurt me in a couple ways. Only because I've always said, I mean, hands down, Royal Caribbean's entertainment, specifically the production shows, are by far the best in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, literally. I mean, on some of their ships, they're running full out Broadway productions.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an hour and a half long. I mean, it's not a little 30, 40-minute show. It's full blown Broadway productions.
And everyone I've seen has been fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. This was absolutely not, which was shocking because Royal Caribbean's entertainment is always so amazing.
Yeah.
The talent was there, just not the construct. So anyway,
Yeah.
so let's move on. Outside of that, it was a slow, lazy day today. We were in Nassau, like I said, and we decided we weren't
you.
going to get off. Oh, thumbs up. That we weren't going to get off. We were just going to take it easy because we really have been going nonstop, and with doing shows and streams and all these other things the last couple days, we knew it's going to be quite hectic. Tomorrow we're going to go off and enjoy a day and perfect day at Cook, okay? And then come on, and we've got the ice show, dinner, ice show, stream, pack, get off the ship. So we said, you know what? Let's just relax. So we didn't set the alarm today. We just woke up naturally, got up. Breakfast was still going on, had a little breakfast. I chose to get some of the editing for tonight done early because we're just kind of chilling out. And we'd walk around the ship just a little bit and nothing too special. Ooh, we took a nap.
We did.
What the is that? We got a nap today. Holy crap. And
And it was a nap, not just a delayed sleep like we usually, or
Yeah.
delayed sleep like we usually. It was
a nice nap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dinner, a crappy show, and now here.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Right. And tomorrow we are seeing the ice show tomorrow.
We are.
which I'm excited to see that.
Me too.
Oh, you know what? By the way, I should mention this. There was one part of the show that was really neat, and I don't know if I heard somebody mention it somewhere, but I actually knew it was about to happen, and I don't know how I knew it was about to happen. In fact, I nudged Lisa. I was like, "Watch this." I don't know how I knew, but I knew. But they had drones in this production show. It was really neat. That was well
really
done.
Cool. Yeah.
The song he was singing, I have no idea what they were doing on stage or with the music. I just was watching the drones going, that's just pretty damn cool.
That really was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it ended and they flew down, and yeah, it was really kind of cool how they did that. So that part, like I said, the tech was great.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, they're flying drones inside the theater for this production. It was pretty good.
So tomorrow we're going to go to the ice show and look for Jordan.
Yep.
Justina
Yep.
watches her.
Yep. Absolutely. I've watched her too.
Yep.
I should probably look her up before tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, we probably should have run around the ship on changeover today to try to find her because she's probably out there somewhere,
You're
you know,
probably
checking
right.
people in or
Yeah.
standing at the muster station. You know, all the entertainers have something else to do.
Well, I know the young man that helped us book our reservations for the show.
He was the main high diver.
He was the main high
Yeah,
diver.
we saw him last night.
So that was really
Crazy,
cool.
crazy,
Oh my gosh.
crazy.
And they it's
Just
like
crazy.
nothing. Just boop.
Yep. Ashley says, late, but I'm here. So, hey, how you doing? Ozan says, have you come to my favorite country, the land of utopia and coffee? We've only been to Turkey once.
one time.
It was
Bodrum.
Bodrum, yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll come back again.
Yeah.
Yep. One
Yeah,
day.
I really want to see Ephesus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
That would be really cool.
Yes.
Kusanasi, yeah. Some cool places.
We'll get back there.
Yeah.
So,
One day.
There was something else. Oh, Lido Life. I know you were on here.
Oh yeah.
I looked into the visa thing, and I'm more confused now than I was before. So I don't have a definitive answer for you, but I'm going to continue to look. The reason why I say this is I have found conflicting stories. Some of the information is it's already currently in effect. Other information I read is it doesn't go into effect until sometime mid-July, mid-2025. No timeline given. So I have no idea. But ultimately, sometime soon, if you are traveling to Europe, any of the countries that are part of the EU, the European Union, let me see if I can pull this back up here. I probably can't because broadcast is going on here. Let me try to do my best for you guys here. This is something that needs reading. Of course, it's not up, is it? I closed it.
Did you close it or just?
No, I did.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know which side it came from. I was going to read the countries. There's 30 countries, and it's not really a visa. It's more of a background check. And once you do it, it's good for 3 years. That much seems to be the same on all the different sites that I read. And it does get ultimately tied to your passport. Okay? It is a digital thing. You go online, you fill out stuff, it's all digital, asks you questions, it's going to do a background check, and then ultimately you get an email. But that also ties to your passport somehow. My guess is because you're putting in passport information. Okay. So it's not a traditional visa. It's more of a security clearance.
Interesting.
I would call it. So I just don't know when. Did it already start or is it not until mid-2025? But we have to find out because we have aspirations of visiting the EU next year. And so actually, yeah, July because of, you know what, that being said, it obviously is in effect now because I just went there and back without one.
Oh, true.
So
Yeah,
it's
why
definitely
didn't we
not in
think of
effect
that?
now. Yeah, so
Yeah.
talk to your cruise lines, everybody.
Yeah.
It is going to start sometime. And if you're going to be taking a cruise, going over anywhere in Europe, you are going to need this. Again, they do call it a visa, but it's not really. It's more of a security check, right? It, as I mentioned, it is all digital. You just go to a website, put in the information, and then is that somebody knocking at our door?
I think it is. It sounds like it,
Hang
doesn't
on.
it?
Yeah, Lisa, talk. I'll find out.
Well, I'm going to let Robert finish talking to you when he comes back about the whole visa thing because I didn't read up on the information. So let's see, what do we have here? Is anybody there? I wonder if it was the connecting door. We do have a connecting door that people have jiggled the handle a few times. Like, can we get in there? So maybe it was that, and we just, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I was just about to read some comments.
All right, read some comments.
Oh, okay. Are we finished talking about the?
Yeah, really. I mean, it's going to be an electronic thing, and most importantly, at this juncture, get with your cruise line, right, and ask them for specifics. I'm only saying this because I'm finding, like I mentioned, conflicting information, and I don't want your vacations to be ruined because the information I'm finding online is conflicting. Your cruise lines, who you've booked with, should have the correct information to tell you. And if they don't tell you the correct information, they are the ones responsible for it. Okay? So, anyway.
Take notes.
Yeah. Justina says, yeah, I have seen the ice show. It's actually on YouTube. I'm so excited. Nice. Yeah, I don't know how others get away with putting that stuff up there with the music. I've tried. I just get slapped.
Right?
Sometimes they cut off midstream.
Yeah.
So we just, like I said, we don't have that kind of luck. That's why we pre-record all of our tours and go through the pain and suffering of cutting out the music and adding music and splicing and hours every day. Why? Because we're the two that get slapped. And everybody else is, we can do this and everything's good. And yeah, not us.
We don't have luck in the casino either.
We have a different path we have to take.
We do.
so far, one of the things we were going to talk about is how we feel the difference between the 3-day and the 4-day have been. Personally, I don't think I've really noticed a difference at all. Similar crowd, similar party level, right?
Similar noise levels.
Yeah, it's been about the same.
Yeah.
Again, not a good thing or a bad thing. It wasn't that last cruise sucked and we were hoping this would be better. No, just seems good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, not a complaint, but the only thing for us is just up on deck 15. It's mostly just too bloody loud all day long.
Yeah.
So for somebody who want to go up there by the pool and relax and, in and out of the pool or whatever, just know it's going to be a party.
Even in Central Park, it's really
Yeah,
loud.
because the noise all falls down into the hole of the ship somehow.
It does.
From the pool deck. So it's pretty loud. That's why if it was Bev that was talking about when they do play the movies at night, it does quiet down at night because everything's gone inside unless there's any sort of deck party outside. But
Yeah.
most of them don't happen outside because of the way the decks are split. Most of the parties at night happen inside, right? So they show the movies at night. It's much more quiet up there. So anyway, and currently a little bit cool. So bring a hoodie.
True.
If you're going to be sailing in the next month or two.
Yeah, true. It is cool out.
Yeah, a little bit cool. 3-day, 4-day cruises that this does, it just goes to the Bahamas. The Bahamas are just a couple miles off the coast of Florida. And so if the weather in Port Canaveral or where this comes out of is 50 degrees, 60 degrees, no, it ain't going to be much more than 70 in the Bahamas. It's that close, right? And so at night when the ships are moving, it's a little bit cool on the upper deck. So definitely bring a sweatshirt. Chris actually has a question.
Okay.
Question. Have you heard about Virgin's annual pass for cruisers? What thoughts about it? And do you think it's a good deal or not so much? Pricey at 120, is it 120K, I'm assuming, a year, but all year. Haven't heard people about it yet.
No.
The funny thing was I just logged into Virgin's site for a couple moments today, just putzing around, looking at status and different things, and I'm like, and then of course we went off to dinner, but I didn't catch any of that because I wasn't focused on it. I'll look into it. $120,000 a year. If that's what it costs you to cruise nonstop for a year on a Virgin ship, I would think that would actually be not too bad of a thing. Might be a little bit high. For those who don't know, mostly Virgin's an all-inclusive kind of cruise line. The alcohol package is not, but almost every time you book, they're giving you $200, $300, $400 to spend on alcohol. Again, for some people, that's not going to last very long. But sometimes they're also running deals where alcohol is included. Anyway, the point is, the food, all the restaurants on Virgin are all included. They're all specialty restaurants, and they're all included. They don't have necessarily a main dining room type concept. There's like 6 or 7 different restaurants. Go eat wherever you want to eat. All right.
There are some options that you can upgrade. For instance, if you want Wagyu beef in the Korean restaurant, that'll cost you a little
couple
extra.
of bucks.
Same thing if you want the 32-ounce steak like he got, that'll cost you a little extra.
In the steakhouse, yeah.
Yes. And then they have these humongous lobsters. That'll cost you a little extra.
Huge.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder if I still have pictures of that in here.
The
Yes,
interesting
I have
thing
pictures.
is the food that is included. I mean, it's all specialty restaurant quality.
It is. It's amazing.
It's not that I upgraded to get that big steak because that's going to be the only way to get a good cut of meat. I just like, holy crap, a 32 ounce? Okay, I got to try that. And it's a tomahawk. Oh yeah, we're going in. And actually we had lunch with Jay from Ship's Life.
Yeah.
And we both got the steak.
Yeah.
This was the lobster. Look at that sucker. That's not a small little bowl.
That is not.
Anyway,
So, you have those options, not that you need them,
Yeah.
but you do have those options.
We'll look into it, Chris. And look, remember, we're getting off this ship for a couple of. Tomorrow's our final day. Then when we get off, we have a couple days off, and then we're on the Enchantment for 4 days, and then we're off. And so we'll get to catch up with the news. We'll get to do some of the things that we normally do that I don't have time to do when we're on the ships because we're doing ship reviews and things. Okay, so we'll dig into all that stuff. But that's interesting. Ashley says, if I could afford that, I would 1,000% do that. Okay, thank you very much for the thumbs up.
Yes.
Justina says, Chris, I wish I could afford that. I'd be cruising a lot too. Okay, she's in.
Yeah.
Mama Tallman says that's $120K for 2 people. Is that 2 people or 1 person, Chris? If it's 2 people, then now we're talking about $240,000. You could go get a place on Via V cheaper than that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you might
Ashley
be
says,
able to.
I haven't been on Virgin yet, but really wanted to, hopefully in 2026. Ashley, we had a fantastic... Oh, thank you. Thank you
Yes,
for the thumbs
thank
up.
you.
We had a fantastic time.
We did.
Right? It's a different way of cruising, right? It's all adults. Now it's 18 and up. It used to be 21 and up, but now 18 and up, whatever. And so there's no filter. Let's just say that.
Zero filter. If you don't mind the 4-letter words and the suggestive conversation,
Yeah.
then you'll be fine.
Just put it this way: during the sail away party, all the dancers, like the dancers of the production show, they're all out there drinking. I mean, it's a different kind of experience.
The champagne was freely flowing everywhere.
Yes. well, this is what I tell people. The name of their ice cream spot on the ship is Lick Me Till Ice Cream. Lick Me Till Ice Cream. Everything's kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
We had a fantastic time.
Yeah.
We loved it.
Yeah.
Yep. Chris says, Ashley, my buddy, just went on one for Thanksgiving. He said the food is phenomenal. If we're talking,
It is.
it really, and the presentation is just, go on, we're going to show him that.
I showed you the lobster. I got to show you this. Hang on, let me find this one.
Chris says, but it's very different. I mean, you have to be open-minded. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, Chris. Absolutely.
Yes, you do.
Bev
without
says
a doubt.
it's for 2 people. Second person can change from cruise to cruise. Oh,
Okay,
interesting.
well, if it's for 2 people, then.
So you're basically buying a cabin for a year for $120,000.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so this picture is lemon cheesecake. Okay, look at this presentation. Is that incredible or what? The cheesecake is inside the lemon shell.
I promise you, by the way, this picture is not doing it any justice.
No, it is not. And the graham cracker crust is, of course, crumbled on the side, but it literally looks like a lemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
All of their presentations are incredible. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Their shows were all great. A little risque, but they're great.
They are risque.
Yep.
But yeah.
No, they're a lot risque. They're not a little risque. The only thing that I don't like about Virgin is they don't do, and they're fixing this, most of their cruises are short cruises.
Yeah.
So, but they are expanding that now and doing some longer cruises. But
that and their buffet, which is not really a buffet. I didn't care for their buffet. But other than that, yeah.
Their area that would normally be on a ship a buffet. It's about 8 or 9 little food kiosks, and they all have different food. It's the same every day. It doesn't really change daily. It's the same every day. Now you want to go up there and eat. Great. And this is how it was when we went on. They may have changed it.
They
I don't
might
know.
have, because it's been over a year.
Yeah. So when you go up, you don't get your food. You get a table. Then a waiter comes, like a main dining room, but not really. And they say, what would you like? And you can order whatever you want from the different kiosks, whatever you want to call it. Okay, great. And they'll fetch it and bring it back to you. That's how it's supposed to work in theory. Now, mind you, we were on an inaugural. It was a brand new ship. And none of that worked the entire time.
Which that's not uncommon for inaugural
Yes,
cruises.
correct.
There's always things that are going to be not working the way they should.
Correct.
So
I'm quite sure they have that figured out.
I hope they have.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's not a buffet. It's just, like I said, food kiosks. And there's all different kinds.
Yeah.
There's one of them that serves breakfast 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're, get up there at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and you're just waking up after a large night of partying, you can have breakfast if you want.
Or after a 3 a.m. cabin crawl like we do, passenger deck crawl.
Yeah.
We don't have to wait till 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. We can eat then.
Ashley says, I'm game for that. I don't get offended easily. My daughter turns 21 in May 2026. So we've been talking about doing a Virgin cruise then. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. I mean, she can go now because they've
It's
changed
18.
it from
Yeah, it used to
18 and up, but it used to be 21 and up. But great. 2026. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe we do a group cruise on Virgin instead. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe.
It's very forward how people act. Blank didn't like his friend. He didn't like that part of it. Yeah, because he said his friend went on it for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So he is reporting back that it's very forward how people act, and he didn't like that part of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I would say this: at one night during a Virgin cruise, they have it's called Red Night, and I think it starts at 9 o'clock, and all the lights in all the public areas turn red.
Your balconies, the hallways, everything.
Public areas.
All the public areas.
Now, rumor has, all the things that we can't talk about here happen on those kind of nights. And so I can't report to you actually what happened because we decided to go to our cabin and watch a movie that night from
Yes,
the cabin.
we did.
Just, that's not our speed. Right? I mean, y'all want to go? That's, it's all good. But I can tell you the next morning when I woke up, there were feather boas everywhere. So I don't know what happened after we went back to the cabin, but it sure as hell looked like it was a good time. So anyway, I'm typically up for just about anything. This one, a little bit more reserved.
Quite a bit more reserved.
Yes. Chris says, I'm a foodie, so I would want to try. Oh, Chris, dude, you would fall in love.
You
Food's
would.
just amazing.
You would. Food's really good.
Justina today said, 82 in Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao today. Feeling warmer.
Ooh.
Nice. Well, now mind you, that is
Southern.
south.
Yeah.
Right?
Southern Caribbean.
The Bahamas is a couple of miles off the coast of Florida. I mean, it's right there. Bonaire, Curacao, Aruba. Even when we get on the Enchantment of the Seas next week, we're going to Cozumel. That's south. And so it's probably going to be 85 with about 99% humidity down there. We'll be sweating like crazy.
Yeah.
Which is the rough part now because you're hot, you're cold, you're hot, you're cold, you're hot, you're cold. We just don't know what to be. So
how do you pack?
I know.
You wake up in the morning and you want jeans and a hoodie, and by afternoon, just like Florida, you're
Shorts and a tank top.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So the food on Virgin is just extraordinarily
It is
good.
Yeah.
Really. I don't think I mentioned this. When I did mention you need to make a reservation. However, you want to make them all ahead of time.
Yeah.
It's not, well, you know what? I think tonight would be a good night to go to Steakhouse. Let's do that. Oh, you're not getting in.
No, you want to make them just like Royal. You want to make your
Make them
reservations
as far in advance as you can.
Yeah, you do.
Right? So
Yeah.
now whether you're guaranteed to at least try. And there's so many restaurants in the 5-day cruise. Just eat somewhere different every night.
Yeah.
Right? I know you may, and if you found that one that you really, I end up really love the Steakhouse, I'd like to go again. Just the first time, just go and try every single one. And then if you sell on them again, maybe do the one you like several more times and then less. There was one that we didn't like. It was like an experimental kitchen kind of type restaurant. I forget the name of it, but the food they were serving.
It was Wild Colors. I do remember that.
Yeah,
Let me see if I have that.
None of what they had sounded good. At least to us.
Pizzazz.
Was it pizzazz?
I
I
think
don't
that's
know.
what they called it.
I don't know.
I don't know, but we went down for breakfast and we were like, oh, yeah, they got bacon. Woohoo. And it was like some kind of sugar-coated cinnamon stuff. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't bacon like I'm used to.
It wasn't bacon.
It wasn't bacon.
No bacon.
I wonder if I have pictures of
Justine says,
that.
thank you, Bev. It should be nice when we all go. Oh, it's going to be great when we go.
Oh,
yes.
I have a picture of the bacon, but not the menu.
Yeah.
and it doesn't. It doesn't.
Well, just show the bacon then.
That one.
No, the
This
the
one?
closer one.
That one?
I mean, look, it's just hard to tell.
It is.
But
It's-
usually bacon doesn't have that whitey stuff all over it. It's
yeah, it was coated
just
and
coated with a sugary, cinnamony. I don't know. Just,
yeah.
for God's sakes, just fry the bacon and serve it up. It's I don't know. Chris says 120 pass includes internet premium, 2 specialty coffees a day, and I believe 4 drinks or $100 per cruise for alcohol, something like that. Oddly enough, those things you're reading are part of the what level is it?
Here we go. Razzle Dazzle.
Razzle Dazzle. Yeah, that's
I
the
have yeah.
funky restaurant.
Razzle Dazzle. I knew I had to have that in
I
there.
know it's part of it's part of their tier program, right? So at gold you get this, and at platinum you get this, and of course everything they do is different. All the names of their cabins different, their programs are different. Nothing has a regular name on their cruise ships. Like one of their suites it's the Rockstar Suite, or the even cheekier Rockstar Suite. Or the Rockstar Suite so cheeky it's ridiculous. I mean, these are the names of their cabins. I can't make this up. It's just what they call their cabins.
And they have peak of view windows.
Peak of view, yes. But let me see if I can figure out what there's like. We get all that stuff every cruise we go with them because we first cruised with them when they were doing status matching.
Mm-hmm.
And since we were platinums on Carnival at the time, still are, we were able to get elevated when we went on the inaugural.
Yes.
And I just, what do you mean I can't connect because it's here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm dummy. So
We can't get the internet because we're using it to broadcast.
yeah. But anyway, whatever level that's at, Chris, that's what Lisa and I get every time we go on a Virgin cruise ship. We get 2 specialty coffees per day, 4 drinks a day, $100 or $100 drinking.
Bar credit.
Bar credit.
Yeah.
And there's one other thing. Oh, free laundry.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about
Yeah,
that. I'm
free
so
laundry.
excited. How can I forget that?
I
I'm so
know.
excited
How
about
could you
free
forget that?
laundry. I don't know.
Anyway, the warmer weather sounds so nice right now. I'm not sure how cold it is where you are, Justina, but like I said, it was kind of cool. We after the show that we went to that I desperately want my 45 minutes back, we went on walked around on the upper decks a little bit, and we're like, okay, let's go back down.
Yeah.
And we needed a hoodie.
I needed my hoodie.
Valerie says, I ordered a long sleeve bathing suit and swim pants so I
Nice.
can swim in the ocean. LOL. I want to swim,
Nice.
but I don't want to be cold. LOL. Yep.
Nice.
So yeah, it just
Some
depends.
of those are really cute.
Where are you going? I know you're going on the Divina.
Yeah.
Where's
your
it taking
itinerary?
you? Where's your itinerary going?
Yeah.
But,
Let us know. We saw the Divina in the Bahamas today. We were like, Kushti.
I know, it was sitting right next to us. Bev says she's going to be stripping off layers as she heads south. Justina says, Valley, is that for an upcoming cruise? Yeah, she's
Yeah.
Justina. She's about to go on the Divina in the yacht club that we just got off of, and
I
that's
think it's
how
like a couple months, but I don't know what the itinerary is.
January. I
Was it
think
January?
January 1st, January 3rd. In January,
Yeah.
in a few weeks or so.
Yeah.
Few weeks. Jeez, can you believe Christmas is like 3
I
weeks
know.
away?
Oh my gosh, no.
My birthday's coming up too.
Tomorrow. Is
What?
it tomorrow?
What's tomorrow?
What day is today?
Today's the 7th.
Today's the 7th. 2 days.
Quizzing her. Just the Bahamas. Okay. If it's just the Bahamas, then yeah,
Okay.
maybe the long sleeves might
Yeah.
be good for you.
Yeah, that's probably a really good idea just in case.
Yes. Yeah. It was weird. On the 4-day version of this cruise, right? The first leg of this, it was cool when we're in Nassau and very comfortable when we're at Coco Cay. Today, it was kind of cool in Nassau. Again, it wasn't cold. For those coming down out of the snow, y'all were in T-shirts and shorts. Okay? For us who live in the South, who are used to it being 100
I
degrees.
just spent 2 months in Phoenix where
Yeah.
it was 115.
Yeah. But it was a little cool in Nassau.
Yeah.
Just a little. Wasn't bad. So we're hoping tomorrow for the same result in Coco Cay as the first time we were there just a few days ago, that it's going to be warm because we want to get out and go in the pool. And I know the pool's heated, but
You got to get in and out of it.
Yeah. I'm not one of those polar plunge people. Not that this is a polar
No.
plunge either, but
And I'm sorry, wet skin and cold weather just not mix.
there was like people up in the hot tub getting out last night. I'm like, what are you, God, it's cold looking at you. Just seems like good thinking. Just the Bahamas. Okay, just the Bahamas.
All right.
Oh, yes, I remember it. Now, she was saying that when you're all on the Divina. That's right. And she's got to go find Gushti to say hello to Gushti for us.
Yes.
We were screaming at him today because
We
literally
were.
there was 5 ships in Nassau. There was us, then the Liberty of the Seas, then one of the Disney ships. I didn't get the name of it. Sorry. I think it was the Dream, maybe. Whatever. Then the Divina, and we could see the front of the Divina, and I'm like, Gushti, we're over here.
We could see the yacht club.
And then on the other side, we actually never ever saw it because all these ships were big. Of course, the one that we're on is twice the size of the rest of them. But the Carnival Elation was on the other side of the Divina. We saw none of it, not once the entire day. And it snuck out before we left, and we didn't even get to see it then. We're like, it's the Phantom ship.
Right, but we know it was there because it was on Cruise Mapper.
Yeah. So the Elation was in town, so there was 5 of us.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. So 120,000 for a year on Virgin.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that's doable for a lot of people.
And you can go different cruises too. I mean, it's not like, okay, this cabin's going to be my cabin. It's 120,000 a year. Cruise as much as you want or as little as you want.
Yeah.
So we could go from ship to ship to ship to ship, back and forth. The reason why I'm pondering all this, it's like what we're doing right now. Just think of this. We did a 4-day. Now we're doing the 3-day. When the 3 days done, we're going to do a 4-day. And then there's going to be a 3-day. And then when it's done, it's going to be 4-day. It's like Groundhog's Day. And the menu, it's the same. You're not getting any pictures from this 3 days because it's the same menu and the same food.
That we had from the 4 days just a little while ago. Yeah.
So if a ship is doing 7-day itineraries, and things always change in the industry, but generally speaking, 1 week it does an Eastern Caribbean, the next week it does a Western Caribbean. Next week. So at least there's a little bit of variety every 2 weeks. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up, by the way.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Right? And so at least there's some variety. Plus, on a 7-day schedule, the menu is at least, from a food standpoint, it's a 7-day menu,
Yes.
right? This we feel is a 3-day menu, and the 4th was just a throw together of stuff from the other 3.
Yes.
And
With 2 Greek items tossed in.
Yeah. Which they said that's what's tomorrow night.
They did.
But
They
he didn't
told us
say
that.
Mediterranean.
No,
he said it's Bon
didn't.
Voyage.
He said Bon Voyage.
Yeah.
So it'll be the final meal.
Yeah, but he did say that Mediterranean tapas is going to be on there.
He did. So we'll have to have that.
Of course we did.
Yeah.
We had it the last time. We're going to have it
Yes.
again.
Yes, we will.
And then we're going to have it again on the Enchantment of the Seas on that 4-day cruise. But, Lisa and I have talked many times, and I know a lot of you probably think the same way, that it would be neat to live on a ship, right? Like the people that are experiencing finally Via V, right? They're out there now doing their thing. But that,
Ooh, we're rocking.
yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I just felt that was like a
Oh.
woo. That was a
No,
big
no,
one.
we've had a little waggle going on for a while.
No, I just now felt it.
Did you? One of my pills? They're right on the other side of the
No.
camera.
No,
Okay.
I don't need it.
Yeah, Chris, generally speaking, by the way, back to you won't feel anything. Generally speaking, yeah, incredibly solid, man.
It is.
But every once in a while, you feel the waggle.
Yeah.
She just felt it. Anyway, what I was trying to lead at is, like Via V, it's a resident ship. You sort of own your cabin for 15 years, I think it is. But it's on a circumnavigation thing, right? And so you're not going to the same ports every week or every other week. You're going to different places and all the time. The food, I'm sure, there's some regular things that you're going to have on a regular basis, but my guess is they're also going to break it up quite a bit.
I imagine they are going to be shopping the local markets
Yeah,
and
and
bringing
doing
in the
things.
local flair. Yes,
Right.
every port.
So that would be exciting to me.
I agree.
Right? Because it's an adventure. You're going to see the world.
Over 3 years,
Literally.
yeah, different place all the time. That
Right.
that would be incredible.
Right. But
Yeah.
you think of Super Mario, right? He pretty much, or the what's his name from Carnival?
Yeah, Steve.
Steve. I mean, they're pretty much mostly on the same ships every week after week after week after week after week. We got friends, Larry and his wife, of course, not him, but Mark and his wife.
Yes,
They're not living on ships, but just
awfully close.
but the same ships. And you literally everybody gets to know you. In fact, I think it's gotten so bad for them, the waiter just comes up and asks what they want to eat now.
Yeah,
And they just tell them, and they get made whatever they want, I guess, within reason, right? Because they're there, 3 weeks out of every month on the same ship.
yes.
So, but I'm not sure that would be exciting to me.
I don't think it would be either because you're going back and forth to the same locations, and your menu is changing only 7 days back and forth. So you're having every 7 days you have the same things. And I think that would become very, very tiresome.
I could do it if it's a Eastern, Western, Eastern, Western, Eastern, Western. I could do it for 2 months because that means you're going to each place 4 times.
Right.
The only thing that would suck would be the same menu 8 times.
Yes.
Because every week it's the same menu.
Yes.
But on a 7-day cruise, it's at least 7 different days.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was enough variety that I could hang with that, and then we would have to switch ships because like this Virgin thing, it's any of their ships.
Mm-hmm.
So you sail on one for a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
Eastern, Western, Eastern, Western, Eastern, Western. Get off. Get on the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it does,
Yeah.
right? Because they have currently
4.
3.
Is it 3?
The Brilliant comes out next year.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I can't look up on my damn phone. The Brilliant or Brilliance or Brilliant. I don't
Brilliant.
know.
It's probably brilliant.
it's-
Brilliant lady would be
Yeah, the
my
Brilliant
guess.
Lady. It's
Yeah.
I think in 2020. I don't know. It's coming out soon, so they'll have 4 ships. 2 months, 2 months, 2 months, 2 months. That's
And then go
8.
back to the original.
Then we go back to the original. Maybe it's moved somewhere else, right? I mean, you have to play around with it a little bit.
That wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind, going a couple of times a year, to our normal hangouts.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be bad.
Let's see what people are.
See
Ba-
the things we think about.
Right, exactly. It's a dark place in here, but we're inviting you in. Valerie says 120K deal. The 120K deal Virgin is offering reminds me of the Via Via residence,
Yeah.
where people are living on the ship. For a few years. I don't think I could do that. LOL. Well, that's sort of what we're been talking about here.
Hashing through,
Sort of
yeah.
hashing through it.
And Vilvi is completely different because
It's circumnavigating
you are
the world.
not going to go to the same places.
Mama Tallman says you can go on any of their ships. Yes, Mama Tallman. No, Bev says I could maybe get into a world cruise idea where you spend a few months going from port to port to port, but not the same itinerary over and over again. That's what we're talking about.
Yes.
Danny Mac has arrived.
Hey!
Danny Mac in the house. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome
Thumbs
to
up,
welcome,
subscribe, become
welcome
a-
to somebody who's never been on our channel
Right?
before.
There's 20 of you watching. There's only 14 thumbs up. Can we get to 30 tonight? Can that happen? We're just under half. We're 14. Come on, Danny, you're here. You can count now. So, yeah. I mean, look. We full-time RV, so we're already living in a tiny space.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, a cruise ship's a little bit smaller than an RV, a cruise ship cabin. Okay. Now, the Via V is a lot different than what the Virgin thing is offering. The Via V thing is you have purchased a condo at sea. It's your room, and you have it for the next 15 years. Even if the ship sinks, it's going to transfer to whatever ship replaces it.
Yeah.
Okay? Yours for 15 years. Now, there are some monthly fees that you have to pay on top of the cost of buying your condo. Like when you call it association fees, right? If you own a condo, you got to pay association fees. Well, this ship, you got to pay association fees. But you can decorate your room. You can do some different things to it, whatever it is. It's your space.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I haven't watched any of the videos that have come out of VFV at all whatsoever. I don't know what the cabins look like. I don't know anything. But I can imagine a couple of things. One, obviously, that ship is incredibly old. So I can imagine the cabins are going to be very, very small. Because older cabins were smaller, the newer, bigger ships, the cabins just grew a little bit and got a little bit bigger. Okay. The cabin that we had on this ship, oddly enough, the first 4 days, it's kind of small. Didn't even have a sofa in it. Didn't even have a chair. It had a chair, but the chair became a problem because we couldn't move it when we had to move the table. That was very tiny. I'm not sure I'd want to live in that. I would need, like, this would be fine. But the space, just imagine this cabin with no couch. That's what the other inside cabin used to look like. So I can only imagine that the VFV cabins are a little bit on the small side. Again, that's just me. But I also feel there's a trend happening.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And the sign of this Virgin cruise deal says some of the lines are catching on to this.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people who do want to do this.
Yes.
Who do want to live full-time on a ship.
Yes.
Who don't want to book cruise after cruise after cruise after cruise after cruise and just want a home on a ship that moves around the country. And it doesn't have to be like the World. For those who don't know, the first Residence at Sea was called the World. It's a luxury. It's like millions for a cabin.
Yeah.
Not 100,000.
That was way expensive.
Right.
Which is what made Villa V so
exciting.
Yes.
Because
it was affordable.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right. So I can't wait till one of these guys actually come out and have a purpose-built ship.
Yes.
Brand new. Out of the gate. 4 full-time residents. You wait to see. It's coming. I promise.
I agree.
It's coming. And I can even see within the Carnivals and the Royals and the celebrities, Virgin coming up with these here, 100 grand, 120 grand, whatever it is. Sell as much as you want. And or that cabin is yours for a year. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
17.
Thank
We're at 17.
you. Yes, thank you.
But to everybody else's point, I could not sail on the same ship doing the same itinerary for an entire year. I would, excuse me, everybody, I'd go bananas. I literally would.
Yeah, I think I would as well. I mean, as it is, we've been to the Bahamas many times, and so we didn't even get off the ship today.
Yeah.
So I can imagine, it would be the same with, doing an Eastern-Western thing back and forth. And
We rarely get off the ship.
Yeah.
We get off the ship sometimes to walk around the port, get some meds for her, get a new T-shirt or hat if I've gone through one, which I do. In the Caymans, we go swim with the Stingrays. That's an excursion we do. Mm-hmm. When we get to St. Thomas, we get off, take a taxi up to where we got married. But outside of that, we got off in Curacao and Aruba just to walk around a little bit because those islands we've been to very, very few times. But if you think about if you're on VFV or something like that that's circumnavigating, dude, we're getting off at every port.
Every port.
Every port.
Yes.
Because every port's going to be different.
Yes. It's going to be brand new, places we've never been.
Never been to.
And that's a smaller ship, too. So
Correct.
it can get into some of the smaller ports that these big behemoths can't get into.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's exciting. I'd love to do it. Mm-hmm. Oh, another thumbs up. Thank you. 18.
Thank
We're
you.
12 away. Oh, it's the thing. Mama Tallman says, I wonder if there... Oh, and another one, 19. Oh, my God, 19. Okay. I wonder if there's always a room available for when you want to go. I don't know. I mean, that's a good question. And like anything else with the Virgin thing, I haven't read into it, but just surface. You're buying the ability to cruise anytime you want for a year. However, I'm thinking the small little asterisk that you have to read based upon availability.
I'm thinking it's going to be first come, first serve.
Yeah. Right?
If you can get it, then sure.
Trust me, I'll be looking into it. I'll report back all the findings. Denny says, I was on spotlight duty at the last few days.
Thank you.
Oh, no, thank you. Spotlight duty.
What spotlight duty?
Yeah, what were you spotlighting? Anyway,
Inquiring
Oh,
minds.
21! Holy mackerel! We're hitting the jackpot!
Danny's in the house.
I know, right? Danny's signing in and every fake name he's ever created.
I think so.
Chris says
Thank you.
Virgin is rolling it out as a pilot to see how much interest. I don't know how it will work, but sounds interesting. I wonder
Doesn't
if
it?
other lines will roll out something in comparison. Oh, Chris, you can guarantee it. Abso-freaking-lutely.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if it works.
Yes.
And I don't see any reason why it wouldn't work. I mean, think about these world cruises. They're typically out for about 3-ish months,
Mm-hmm.
3.5, somewhere in that neighborhood. They run about $60,000-$70,000.
They do.
Right?
And isn't that one person?
Yes.
That's one person.
Yes.
Because
So-
we've looked at some of those
Yeah.
before.
So $120K for two
For-
people for an entire year.
Yeah.
I think that is a win-win that Virgin just rolled themselves into.
I think it might be.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we are not rich people at all whatsoever. $120,000, that is a ton of money.
Yeah.
We don't have that kind of money, right? I mean, that is a lot of money.
Yeah.
But if you just start breaking things down in how we're talking, it's not a lot of money in the sense of the subject matter. To be able to be on a cruise ship 365 days for $120,000, that's cheap
Yeah.
when you look at it that way. But no, $120,000 is not cheap. It just isn't. Chris says 120 is steep, right?
Yeah.
But some have it. But some have it like that. So many annual passes. It does make sense to dip into it just to see the interest. Absolutely. Look, who's the dude that paid $80,000 for that stupid cup on Icon?
Yep.
This is the same kind of person that's going to pay $120,000 for a cabin.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
And when you think about it, you said the drinks are included?
$100. No, $100 per cruise.
$100 per cruise.
Wi-Fi for 2 devices.
Okay.
Laundry. He didn't mention laundry, but at the status that you're at, some of that's going to get included. All that stuff that he mentioned, Deep Blue. That's the status level we're at. It's called Deep Blue, oddly enough.
Yeah.
Why I couldn't remember that, I don't know. Because I got a
I
deep...
couldn't remember it either. All I could remember was we had a blue wristband.
Yeah.
But I couldn't remember deep blue.
We have priority. But we don't have Gushti.
No.
Mama Tall Man says, I've seen a couple of videos on VIV. The cabin is large. Well, it must be,
There are different cabin categories, just like on a normal
Yeah.
cruise ship. There's interior, there's ocean view, and there's balcony.
and there's not that many balcony.
And I have heard that at least one person that I'm aware of has taken 3 cabins and opened them up for their own space.
Yeah.
So that may be what you're thinking of if you've
Yeah.
seen videos, because I've been told there are a lot of videos out there. I have not seen it, but I've heard that it's out there.
I don't want to see it because I want to go. Come on, can we go? I want to go.
I
I
know.
want to go. Tony Mac is here.
Oh,
That's
hi,
Danny
Tony.
Mac's son.
Hi.
Oddly enough, I was in the military with somebody. He went by Tony Mac. So every time I see Tony Mac, I'm like, dude, you're watching me. No, it's not him. But welcome,
Yes.
Little Mac.
Yes.
You got Big Mac and Little Mac.
Yes.
And we're at 22.
Yay. Thank you, guys.
Welcome, Tony
Thank you,
Mac.
Mac family.
And we can't even log in and like our own darn stream. Yeah, I think it's an interesting subject. I really do. And
Yeah. Very intriguing.
I really feel, I think it's going to, I really do think it's going to work. I just don't, especially if they allow you to pay like $10,000 a month, right? I mean, if you don't have to pay it all now, like boom, $120,000. But if you could pay $10,000 a month, I bet they're going to catch a lot of fish.
I bet they would. Yeah.
I don't know, right? $120K sitting in somebody's bank. That's that's a lot of money. Well, thank you. But $10,000 a month, and VIV has a program like that.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay for the whole thing.
Correct.
You can pay for it monthly.
Correct.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
We might have to be looking
Get some
changing.
competition there.
Chris says, I don't mean to go on about it, but my annual pass at Disney makes sense to me. But he stopped there. But right, it's just I don't know. If like this year, I think we will have done 12 or 13 cruises, something like that. And they've all been, I'll have to add up the days. 25, I know, right? Well, I still see 24, Danny, so there must be one coming. Yeah, we're trying to get to 30 likes, by the way. That's why the numbers are counting for all those joining in. We've been going on about an hour and a half. We started the stream off. We showed Deck 16. I know I haven't done this in a while. We are literally live right now. This went the wrong way. That is the view right outside our cabin here on the Utopia of the Seas. This happens to be an inside or an interior cabin with promenade view. And that is literally the look outside of our cabin. See, watch, I'm going to move the camera. There you go. There's a little deeper look. If I go this way, we can catch the corner of Boleros.
Until we see the wall where I put the camera.
Boleros is right there.
Yes.
So, but yeah, that's what's going on down on the promenade right now.
I just thought the Christmas tree was a prettier view.
Oh, I also have another answer. And I don't think I said it in tonight's video, but I will iterate it now and again tomorrow night when we show Deck 6 and 8. Those balconies that overlook Central Park, more so the boardwalk, and the interiors that overlook here, yes, you can hear the music.
Yes, you can.
I promise you, those balconies in the back on the boardwalk, I mean, they had that music dialed up last night. And oddly, but here's the strange thing. I'm there watching a show. And it's a water show, but it's really a rock show. I'm expecting a certain amount of volume, right? I'm expecting that. Not when I'm sitting at the pool just trying to relax and chill.
Right.
When it's there's a difference.
Reading a book.
I know, right? So it didn't bother me, but I promise you, any balcony off the boardwalk when those shows go off for the Aqua, you are 100%. Going to hear that in your cabin.
Based upon our experience here in the promenade view, yes.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Okay. Tanny's like, thumbs. Chris says, I mean, everyone has a payment plan. I'm sure they would work with you. I agree, Chris.
I can't imagine that they wouldn't.
And if they don't have a payment plan, I don't think the experiment will work as well as if they do have a payment plan. But it's going to have to be an internal payment plan. Like currently, most of the cruise lines either work with a company called Affirm or Uplift. Okay, those are companies that will actually finance your vacation.
Yes.
Sometimes it's interest free. Sometimes there is interest. It all depends on different factors, I guess. Okay, and so, but they're not going to front $120,000.
No, I can't imagine they would.
They're going to front money for a 3, 4, 5, maybe a 7-day cruise, but they ain't fronting $120,000. I would like to. You know what? I'd be willing to just try it to see what happens. It probably would blow up their system instead of just the automated email. We're so sorry, you don't qualify for this. That whatever email we'd get if you get declined for things.
Yes.
It'd be like. You'd actually get a phone call. Are you out of your cotton picking mind? What are you trying to do here? Yeah. Anyway, so sorry, squirrel. I divulge. So again, we were covering Deck 16 tonight. We did that a long time ago, and we've really the last subject we've sort of gotten on to talking a lot about. Those who are joining us late is living at sea full time. One of our subscribers, you can see him in the chat here, Chris, asked me if we had heard that Virgin is now offering for $120,000 to sail as much as you want on their ships. And each cruise you do take, you get some perks with each cruise on top of that. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So we just find it a very interesting subject.
Yes.
I can't wait to stop the stream and go look, because I am truly intrigued. Because we've told you many, many, many times we enjoy truly being at sea.
Yeah.
obviously we miss our families and things. That goes without saying. But we enjoy being at sea.
Mm-hmm.
We just do. But we'd have to really look at that Virgin thing to see where their ships are,
Yes.
so we don't get into that burnout.
Yes.
Then here's the big thing. We'd have to figure out what we're going to do for you guys.
Right? Because we can't keep reporting on the same 4 ships.
So we're back in Nassau for the 27th time. We didn't get off the ship. The show still sucks. Hasn't gotten any better yet. See you tomorrow. Love ya.
Mean it.
Chris says the idea of an annual pass for cruisers is definitely outside the box. Yeah, 100%. I agree. And that is something Virgin has
Virgin's always been
been outside the box from the beginning.
Yeah.
Right? Just like I said, the name of their cabins. It's just, and even cheekier. Just, I don't know, their cabins. However, the demographics are there. They are 100%.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. They have a loyal following. I mean, talk about, you're loyal to Royal. Virgin may have even more loyal fans than Royal.
Here would be the only kicker for me. And again, I won't know until we try another ship. But we were on the inaugural of the Scarlet Lady, and their internet
Resilient Lady.
Resilient Lady?
Resilient Lady.
I can never get that. They've only got 3 ships. You think I could remember this stuff? The Resilient Lady. Their internet was beyond. It was so bad. We could not broadcast live every night.
That is very true.
We ended up having to pre-record and then release as an upload because their Wi-Fi was that bad. Now, that being said, it was the inaugural.
And it was in Greece.
I don't care where it is. Starlink is, but
It should be. You
Yeah.
would think that we would have reception.
that was something. In fact, I don't remember. Do they actually have Starlink? I don't remember. They do, because that's why I was so pissed. It's Starlink. This should be way better than this. Yeah, that it's in. Chris is responding to Danny Mac. That's a year. It's a one-time thing. And again, this is where a V has more of the market. You buy it once, you have it for 15 years.
Yes.
It's not for life, for 15 years.
Yes.
You
do have monthly fees, but
like
yes,
association fees.
Association fees, if you will. But yes, it is yours for 15 years.
I did remember watching a video on somebody who broke this down by month. Right?
I remember that.
Right. They got rid of everything in their life.
I
right.
remember
So
that.
they have a zero. They're at a, they're at a zero. But this is what their house and their this and all this other stuff used to cost and all these things. And then they added up, the V, what it cost for their per month, because they're paying monthly on their $100,000 cabin, whatever it was.
The
and
food
then
and
everything else.
Yes.
And it was thousands of dollars less than their
what they had
land-based
been
home.
currently paying.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, that's like LOL. Would be interesting a timeshare if the lines did that. Interesting. Now that would get my attention. Yeah, I'm not fond of timeshares on land. I think I would be even. I'm not sure about on sea.
I'd have to see a presentation on it to see how it would work. But yeah, like you said, I'm not fond of timeshares on land either.
Yeah. Danny Mac says, so everything on the internet on Virgin is in Greek. There's always a Google translator. Now, she was just saying that the cruise was in Greece. It wasn't that it was in Greek.
Thanks for that, Danny.
Yeah, we were so frustrated on that ship with the internet.
Yeah, because we were so happy. We wanted to show everybody, and then it's like, we tried broadcasting everywhere on that ship.
Yeah,
everywhere we could think of, and it was like, ooh, so frustrating.
Chris says the cabin is a large sea terrace guaranteed, I believe, for every cruise you take. That's great, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a balcony.
It is.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Our wheels are turning. Thanks, Chris.
You know, Mama Tall Man's going, oh, jeez.
I'm sure she is.
She is cussing you out, Chris.
Oh my goodness.
Are we allowed guests?
Right? Oh my goodness.
Can it occupy 4? Maybe just 3. We'll take Blake for a couple weeks.
Right? Yeah.
Host would be like, what? Take him and not me?
True.
Heck yeah.
I remember Blake was so sweet when we were talking the very first time after he had been on his first cruise. We were telling him, yeah, Nana and Pop Up are going to get on another boat. And he's like, and me? We're like, no, baby, I'm sorry. He was so excited. And me?
Yep.
Aw.
Nope. Sometime we'll have to take him with us.
Yeah,
Have to figure out. We'll have to take him on a ship we've already done.
true. Yeah, because we won't be
We
able
have to do the 3 a.m. walks.
Right. Yeah, we won't be able to do that.
No. Anyway, yeah, plus, you know, he likes being on camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Everybody enjoying the promenade view?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, Chris, I was hoping for an answer from you. The midnight balloon drop doesn't happen at midnight. What time technically does it actually happen? Because we started recording at midnight. We're actually 1:45 midnight last night when this was the first night of the cruise, and nothing happened. In fact, the second midnight hit, it got quiet. Thankfully, because again, the cabins that all face down there can hear what's going on there clearly. Mama Tall Man says, "Take them on Disney." Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you can look tonight. I've looked on every night. There's nothing that happens down there now. It's
Nothing.
on the first night. And when I started looking, it had already passed midnight. So everything that happened pre went away.
Because I'm looking at day 1.
Oh, you're looking at day 1 now?
I'm looking at day 1. So trying to page down to the end.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff to do
Here we go.
Royal.
We're in 10.
Okay. So see.
Pesky Royal Promenade, one hit wonder pre-party with resident DJ at 10:45, and it's 30 minutes. Rock Hall Royal one hit wonder party at 11:15 for 45 minutes.
But it doesn't say anything about a balloon drop.
No, but that's probably when they do it.
Yeah,
But-
maybe. Yeah.
Or maybe they're not doing it anymore. I don't
They
know.
might not be doing it. I don't know either.
You know what we haven't mentioned to you,
What's that?
and we apologize, guys. There are all kinds of Christmassy things that are going on the ship too.
Yes.
Like caroling and Christmas programs and reading Christmas stuff. And we've every night when we're done, we're like, crap, we forgot to talk about it, and we almost forgot again. So we're not going to read off every single thing, but there are all kinds of different programs, whether it's for kids or adults, that are Christmas related going on this particular ship. And to be honest, it's every cruise ship in all the different lines. They all have Christmassy things they do for the children and the adults, some more than others. I know Santa seems to visit Carnival. I haven't seen Santa around Royal Caribbean yet, but doesn't mean he doesn't come to Royal Caribbean. But there are all kinds of things. Last night, the jazz quartet or quintet that was playing down in Central Park, they were actually playing some Christmas songs last night too, which was kind of nice to hear, which is really neat because, and obviously we can't show you because we're not there, but Central Park is also all decorated up with Christmas lights.
It is. It's
And
beautiful.
They have this archway that's a tunnel
Yeah.
over one of their little bridges, and it's all lights. God, it's pretty.
It is pretty.
It really is. Let me see here. Oh, geez. Justina says, question. Sorry to change the subject, but is that balcony cam live? Yeah, that's.
It is.
Yeah, that's right outside our cabin, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yep.
we are. It's promenade cam. Let's get this correct, Justina. Promenade cam.
Yes, our stateroom is an interior with promenade
Here.
view. Thank you for the thumbs up.
Here, well, did we get another one?
Yeah.
We're at 26.
Yeah.
We only have 4 to go. Oh my God, we may make 30 again. Hang on, everybody. Here, just watch. Are we in the right camera? All right. So That's a curtain. The window's on it. We have to have it closed or there'd be a reflection in the camera. But you can see the cable running.
Behind our towel animal.
You just go walk over. Yeah. Lisa will go over there for a second. And you can just open it up just slightly. Be careful. There you go, baby. Okay. Careful. Slowly so you don't move it. I don't want you to bump the camera. See? Okay. Yeah, so that's the look out our See? That's the look out our window. And when there's music playing, you can hear the music. All right. So I'm going to bring the camera back. Come on. Yep, live view. Ooh, upsy daisy. Over. A little more. There we go. That looks pretty good. There we go. All right, so and don't worry about changing the subject. We talk about everything, Chris. I will soon, Mrs. Linda. Mama Tallman was telling me to take Blake on a Disney cruise.
Oh, okay.
Unless, Chris, you want to take me on a Disney cruise, I'll go. I don't spoon, though. No cuddling. Ashley says, maybe they don't do a balloon drop on the 3-night cruises. Yeah, I don't know.
That's possible.
Yeah. And thank you for the thumbs up.
Yeah, that's possible. I didn't think about that, but that's possible.
3 more to hit 30. 3. Only 3. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. Ah, that's right. Promenade, right?
Yes.
The Fantasy is my absolute favorite ship. More than Royal, even. Ooh. Ooh. There's a crack in your armor?
Ooh.
Oh, 28.
Thank you.
2 more. Woohoo, thank you. Have you guys seen the parade? No. We haven't seen anything. Just this. That's all we've seen. That's literally every time we look out there, we're like, that's it. So
it's funny because where the Christmas tree is, that's where everybody gathers, and so even when you don't see a whole lot of people in front of our window, it is packed on the other side.
Yep, because the area where the DJs and or bands play is up, but it's sort of in front of the Christmas tree, and we've got this curved thing in our way. We can't get another view outside of that. That's the best view that we have. Oh, 29!
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm just so excited about 30. No, we haven't seen the parade. No, not once.
Nope.
Ashley says, the One Hit Wonder show on Icon was fun, so I'm sure it'll be fun on Utopia as well.
Ah.
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen that on
Come on,
there,
catch
but
up, Danny Mac.
we
We're
haven't
29.
watched it.
Ashley, I hope it's on Star. 28, 29. Oh, he's catching up.
He is.
Kenny's like, I have a big family.
Yes, you do.
I wonder how it's going up, but, and it's okay. Ashley says, our family cruise in June on the Mariner. The cabin my daughter will have is an interior promenade view room.
Oh, okay.
We'll be in a balcony across the hall from her. Yeah.
Nice.
So look, when they're playing outside, I mean, you're going to hear, but they stop at midnight. So as long as your daughter's not trying to go to bed before midnight, not a problem.
Yeah.
And even into early, 9, 10, 11, 12, there's nothing loud going on down there. It's only at night. And so these cabins, these promenade views, even the Central Park or a boardwalk view, these cabins are just not for somebody who wants to be in bed before midnight.
No. But, maybe that's why this is a 3 and 4 day itinerary cruise.
I don't think there's anybody that wants to be in bed before midnight on this ship.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Everybody is partying on this ship.
But so far, on both, I would use the term respectful. Now, of course, we haven't gone down to, they turned Studio B into a nightclub at night. We haven't gone down there at night, so I don't know what kind of shenanigans are going on down there. But, seems all right. Someone was asking about security. I've been looking. I still haven't seen them. They blend in very well if they're out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So haven't
Which
seen
that
them.
happens a lot of time. We've picked up on some security people in other locations that we were able to pick out who they were, but we haven't noticed anybody here.
Yeah, the biggest ones that I noticed in security is MSC because their security look like linebackers.
They do.
These guys are big.
And their shirts proudly say security.
Yeah. And since they're so big, the word security is really big. These guys are all ex-football players or ex-military or something. She'll be 20 on that cruise. Awesome.
Nice. Yeah, so she'll be up. She won't care.
She's still a night owl. Perfect. Yep. So she won't care. Yep. Yep. Not a problem. Yeah, Mariner. So yeah, we love the Mariner.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed Mariner.
Yep.
That's more of the size of ship that I like, to be honest.
Danny, what happened? You said 29. What happened?
But remember we've got a delay because he was counting.
We do know we had been at 29. Somebody took it away.
Oh.
I told you it's Danny messing with us now.
Yeah. Danny mess with us?
Yeah,
what?
No. So Tom, if you're still with us, tomorrow's the day. I think we may have to flip a coin. Beach or pool?
Yeah.
Beach or pool? I don't know.
I think it depends on the weather outside and the water temperature in the beach.
Well, we know the pool's heated, so it's going to be nice.
Know. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how heated.
Yeah.
I mean, I know like how we typically would prefer the water to be, but I know the water we went down to touch it, and it was a little cool. A little cool. She says, "Good to hear. I'm excited to see it. I need to sit and go back and watch all your Mariner videos." Yeah, you've got some time. Absolutely. Chris says, Ashley, she will love Disney. I'm just saying, it's nostalgic. If you know, you know. you know, if you like cruising.
and if you like characters.
Yeah.
Our daughter didn't like characters growing up, so we were not able to go to Disney.
We say the same thing about Carnival Quest. You know if you know. What happens at the Carnival Conquest stays at the Carnival Conquest.
Not Conquest. Really?
Yeah. Quest.
Yes,
Carnival
Quest.
Quest.
Not Conquest.
Quest. You know, y'all know what I mean. I'm changing the name so I don't get in trouble.
If you know, you know.
You know, you know. I obviously don't know because I can't get the damn word right.
No, you can't.
We love Disney and definitely want to go on a Disney cruise someday. I worked at Disney for many years. Just have a hard time wanting to go on one of their ships. My pixie dust ran out a long time ago. And Chris says, remember, fantasy is the best. Okay. Fantasy is the best.
All right.
Oh, we're back to 29.
Yes, thank you.
Mr. 20 or Mrs. 29, this orange duck is for you. What else do we have Utopia-wise for them? So tomorrow will be deck 6 and 8. We haven't shown you the promenade and or the boardwalk yet. So we're going to show you those two things tomorrow night, which is our last night. I'm sorry, we still, the kids areas and the spa, and there's so many other things.
We haven't even edited some of that stuff.
No, we just.
When I say we, I mean
me.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
Yep. So. Yeah.
You don't want me editing anything. I crash computers.
Yeah, that's why I don't let her touch this.
No, that's why I can't even push a button.
It's hard enough for me to get it to work right. If she touches it, it'll never work.
Here's the funny thing, though. You see what happens when he does it. If I did it, it would be all my fault.
Hey, you sat there with me yesterday and watched
I did.
every scene.
I did
me
watch.
mute every single time.
I did watch, but if I would be the one that would push the button, it would be my fault.
30! We hit 30!
Yay! Thank you all for the thumbs up. We do appreciate it. You have no idea. Well, I don't know. Maybe you do.
I don't know. Look, we have to set a goal every night, and it's just 30. Genesis 31. So
Oh,
we've
yay,
obviously
thank
gone
you,
over.
Danny.
We're over the hill now. It's just a goal. But yeah, so there's just so many areas on the ship that we can't get them all in. But we rebroadcast and we'll re-edit stuff and put stuff out after anyway. And I'm moving the Utopia up to the front because it is a newer ship, and I want to make sure that we get those out as quickly as possible. So we're going to get all this stuff edited and released. For many of the people that have been part of the Tall Man Clan for a long time, you know the videos I'm talking about, all the deck tours and stuff, and the tours of the cabin decks and all that stuff. So they're going to be coming out shortly. Which, by the way, if you are new, we have a Facebook group, guys. We put different things up on Facebook than we do here for YouTube. Like we take pictures of all the food and the menus of wherever we're dining, whether it's a specialty restaurant or the main dining room, whatever it is. There's the 31.
Thank you.
Thank you, number 31. Mrs. 31, Mr. Mrs. So yeah, considering becoming part of our Facebook group. You do have to answer 2 questions or it won't let you in, okay? What was your first cruise? If you haven't been on a cruise yet, just write none. Or muted. But if you have, just
Which
write
we are frequently.
Yeah, just name the first cruise you've been on. The second question is adhering to the group rules, which is essentially being nice to everybody and no spamming. All right, it'll let you write in and become part of the Facebook group. Okay, but before I forget, 2 more things. One, this.
stars in the sky. Did we ever stop and wondered why we let our love shine all through the night? Just you and me, babe, until the morning light. The morning light. Come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. Just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night, keep dancing. Stay up until the morning light. The morning light.
Did y'all see? Please tell me you saw.
Where were you?
I think I
Right,
was right around there.
right around there. Right around there.
Yeah.
I thought I saw you standing right
I
there.
ran.
I know you ran. I was looking for you. I figured that's what you did.
Darn it. If I back this up and don't see, I'm going to be so mad.
Can you back it up?
No.
No? Oh.
Anyway, he says, can we get the Horizon to play? This is the sail away party. Maybe we can try. Chris says, one time when sell and get to 40 likes. One time with the cell and get to 40. Oh, nothing. Got no internet on the cell.
Yeah,
I can't call in. Plus, remember, so, sorry, let me catch my breath.
If you
I
guys
literally
didn't
ran.
If you guys didn't figure out, Robert just ran down to get on the promenade promenade cam there.
Yeah.
And I was looking for him. He didn't say anything. He just ran out.
I don't
And
know.
I think I saw him, but I'm not entirely sure.
If I have to do it again tomorrow night, I guess I'll do it tomorrow night. I ain't doing it again tonight. Anyway, if I wanted to connect my phone, I'd have to buy internet. Okay, fine. Another $150, whatever. It's just one day. Maybe I can get it for $30. However, the bandwidth would require double for me to connect the phone. And the Wi-Fi is already, believe it or not, a little bit sketchy. All right. As we talked, we lowered our requirements for streaming down to like nothing so that we'd have no buffering issues. And half the time, we still don't have enough speed. So if I try to connect the phone, like a call in like a guest, it's not gonna work. That's what sucks. It would work probably on Carnival, maybe. At this level, yes. But not at the normal level we try.
No.
Because Carnival Wi-Fi is pretty strong.
Yeah.
At around 6 megabits per second. We're barely pulling 2.5 here, and I only need 2.8 now. So anyway, 2 flights of stairs, by the way. Not one, because we're on 7. That's on 5. Maybe the elevator's busy. Nope. Go rogue, Robert. I'm doing it. See what? Put the music back on and do it again. No. Don't back it up. No, I can't back it up. Macrina's like, made it. I'm glad you made it. I'm not really here. I'm a figment of your imagination. Holy mackerel. Whew.
Welcome, by the way. Oh my goodness, that's just too funny.
You guys watching, you guys can back it up a little bit.
Yeah. Back it up and see if you see him standing in the promenade when we were playing this
I
song.
actually was dancing. People were looking at me like, is he retarded?
Were you in front of
I don't remember.
Sorrento's?
I don't remember.
Solera would have been a perfect spot
I don't
right in front
remember.
of that door.
I don't remember. I think I was right about
In front of the
in
window,
front of Solera.
In front of Solera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Hang on.
There we go. Okay. Trying to figure out how to unmute this thing. All right. So let's see what we have. We'll read some comments here. Yeah. If you guys back it up just a little bit and see if you can see Robert dancing, he should be in front of Solera, which is, I think he said the double windows. So there's the entrance and there's the double windows. But he should have been dancing in front of the camera is what he said right there. So let's go read some comments. Let's see. Macrina made it. Welcome, Macrina. Bev says, Hey, there has been no bee tonight. Woohoo! That's awesome news. I like that. Yeah, we a couple of times we've had some issues with that, but thank goodness I'm glad to hear that tonight. Let's see, Macrina says, if I can click this, it's this tiny little thing and I can never click it. Like I said, I'm the one that blows up computers. That is totally not letting me in. Okay. I don't know why, but there we go. Let's see. Pens with 5-2 versus Toronto Maple Leafs. Okay. All right. Very nice. Pin win. Let's see. Then Macrina says, it sounds like a story tonight. We've talked. We had some a video. The deck 16, I believe. We talked about that. Showed the video. And then we had a lot of conversation. And Chris brought up something about Virgin Cruises, that they have this like an annual pass for $120,000 for 2 people. And so we've been talking about that and comparing it with Villa V, and we've had a lot of conversation with that. So yeah, you might want to go back. It's very intriguing. This whole, the whole $120,000 for an annual pass for Virgin. You can sail as often as you like, and
In a balcony
Yes, it's very
for 2 people.
Yes, very intriguing. So yeah, if you might want to go back and listen to the conversation with that, and you might want to go back and see the video as well. Again, that was deck 16, wasn't it?
Yeah, deck 16 tonight.
Yeah.
Here.
And Robert's back. Woohoo!
Maybe.
There we go.
Yeah, it looks weird. Doesn't it look weird?
I mean,
It's like off or something. There we go. That's a little better.
Is that better? Okay.
I don't know. Whatever.
So, Macrina said Penn wins.
Nice.
5-2 over Toronto Maple
Perfect.
Leafs. Right.
Ooh. Oh, sounds like a story tonight. Yeah, we've had a fun time.
Yeah.
I was looking but didn't see him. Damn it.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I did. I was looking too, because he ran out of here fast. I was like, oh, I bet I know what he's doing. But I'm not sure that I saw
Tierney's
him.
like, the music is what we really wanted. Yeah, I went to the wrong deck.
Did you?
No, I didn't. Hey, 33 thumbs up. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We appreciate that. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, we heard about the VV deal. Virgin.
Yes.
Too rich for my blood. No, yeah, we were talking about that. If you're separating out, it is really cheap.
Yeah.
But yes, $120,000 is expensive.
It is.
But considering you can cruise 365 days, that's pretty darn cheap, and in a balcony.
Yeah.
I mean,
And we were asking,
since it's
wondering.
since it's for 2,
Yes.
so let's just say it's 60,000 for 1, right? Divided by, let's say it's all 7-day cruises, divided by 52. That's $1,153 a week. That's better than the cost of most balconies,
It is.
right?
Yeah.
And you get a bunch of perks with it.
Yeah.
But yes, it's expensive when you add it all
We're not
up.
talking chump change here,
Yes.
but for those who can afford to cruise that often and enjoy cruising that often, it's actually a good deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or just go and gamble and get your cruises for free.
Yeah.
Sort of. Sort of. Anyway, yeah, I literally, I'm going to have to go back and watch to see, because I'm pretty sure I ended up in front of Solera. Because I went by Bolero's, and the very next thing from Bolera is
Solera.
Bolero's and Solera. Right? There's Bolero's,
Yeah.
and Solera's right. And I'm pretty sure I ended up right around here. It could have been here, but I mean, yeah, it could have been there. I don't know. God, I hope it was there. God, I don't want to have to do that again. Yeah, I don't want to have to do that.
Well, you get an A for effort.
I do. It was the thought that counts.
Yes.
Again, 60,000 divided by 52 weeks. 60,000 divided by 52 weeks. So 1,153 per person divided by 7 days in a week. Yeah, it's $164 per person. Times 2. Yeah, $329.67 for 2 people. Yeah. But again, if most balcony cabins these days, most balcony cabins are running around $1,200 to $1,500 a week per person.
Mm-hmm.
Most. Are there sales and specials and deals out there? MSC? Yes. Right? On MSC, you can get a balcony for $800-900 in some cases.
Yes.
Right? But it's still cheap, or it's less expensive than what we see in the market these days. But yes, you're doing it for 52 weeks, so yes, it's expensive. And you're paying that whether you're on the ship or not.
Yes, correct.
So either you are going to cruise an absolute crap ton,
yes.
or you're going to end up paying more than if you booked outright.
Yes.
Right? So this is literally for somebody who wants to go live on a ship for a week. I mean, for a year.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right? Because then technically it would be worth it.
Right.
Still probably a little bit high. I think 100 would probably be a little bit better. But, you know, who am I? I'm not the crunch masters here. 50 divided by 52, $961 a week. It's a little bit better, right? You know, I don't know. We'll find out.
It's intriguing.
Yep, it's intriguing. It
Mm-hmm.
really is. All right. Okay, y'all. We've been with you for a while. I've run up and down a few flights of stairs. Technically danced on camera, but I don't know.
We'll have to rewind and
We're
see
going to
if
have
we
to
can
rewind and
it.
see.
Yeah.
Yep. So tomorrow will be 6 and 8 and Coco K. And that's it. I mean, we're done tomorrow night on this ship.
Yeah,
The next morning we have to get off.
we do.
3 days cruise is just too damn fast.
I don't like 3-day cruises.
It's-
Give me at least a week.
Yeah.
At least a week.
To be honest, it's pretty bad on the morning. So we boarded technically on a 3-day cruise. We boarded yesterday. Last night. Okay, first night. This morning, we got notices about getting off the ship. I'm like, we just got on the ship. Chris says, not terrible, Marina, but should offer 60 for half a year. I don't know. But it does include good things for every sailing. Absolutely.
Yeah, it does.
Dang, Danny said he went back and I didn't make it.
Oh, man. You got to do it again tomorrow.
I was hauling butt.
You were.
I mean, I literally made it back up here before the song ended.
I know.
Man. I need to get to the showers now. I'm sweating and dang. All right. Well, look, everybody, we've had an absolute blast tonight, as always, with you guys. Thank you all so much for being with us. Thank you for getting us to 34 thumbs up.
Thank you so much.
And on that note, we will see you tomorrow night for our final broadcast from the Utopia of the Seas. Until tomorrow night, everybody, be safe. Peace. We're out of here.